Hi guys, today I'm doing the Disney CinemaCon 2025 presentation, so let's go into it. Welcome back to next episode. Today we're doing the Disney CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before I do, don't forget to subscribe and click bell icon. Now, so this happened last night, so I decided to get out of the way. This is the last one of the CinemaCon. Before I do, don't forget to subscribe and click bell icon. So let's get into it. So the Disney presentation at CinemaCon will begin soon with 3D glasses, also giving out for something special. And we do have a new look. We had Superman teaser, which I did do a reaction to it. You can check out my second channel. So a sizzle reel for Disney was just shown at CinemaCon, where Stitch invaded footage of the Fantastic Four, Tron, Ares, and Predator Badlands. This is Disney's official 2025 slate. You have Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, The First Steps, Utopia 2, Avatar, Fire Arch, Amateur, Lilo and Stitch, Elio, Freaky, Friday, Tron, Ares, Predator Badlands, Ella McKay, The Roses, and Deliver Me From Nowhere. The first logo for Predator Badlands, a film set in the future and starring the Predator as the protagonist, which I think an animated one's gonna happen as well. We got a new Lilo and Stitch poster shown at CinemaCon with all of Disney Studios. Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are showcasting Freakier Friday at CinemaCon. This Friday is even freakier because this time we have double the swabs as well as we swab with our teenage counterparts. Tron Ares is being showcased at CinemaCon. I was obsessed with Tron as a kid. It took me to a world I've never seen before, and I couldn't get enough. Jared Leto and Jared Leto confirms Tron Ares will be going into the real world. We got exclusive CinemaCon footage for Tron Ares shows the life cycles in the real world, as well as the first look at Evan Peters and Greta Lee in the film. David Harbour drives the cast of Thunderbolts to CinemaCon in the red Guardian limo. We got first look at Predator Badlands. The film follows an outcast predator and aims to answer the question, what if the predator was a good guy? The first trailer for Predator Badlands reveals a predator going on a hunt across a bunch of gorgeous-looking planets. Your new peek at Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen in Deliver Me From Nowhere. First look at James L. Brooks' new film Ella McKay, starring Emma Mackey, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ayo Edebiri, Rebecca Hall, Spike Fern, and Woody Harrelson, dated September 19. First trailer for The Roses at CinemaCon shows Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman as a couple who is slowly breaking apart and begin intense divorce proceedings, also starring Judy Garland and Andy Samberg. The Marvel Studios now starting their panel. The Thunderbolts cast joined the CinemaCon stage late after they had to pick up a drunk Wyatt Russell from the casino and down 37 grand. We got exclusive clip from Thunderbolts. See Red Guardian and Bucky bonding over their past before bursting the car through Val's Watchtower, showcasing a full action sequence with the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts CinemaCon confirms Bucky lost less than half a term as a congressman. Kevin Feige says that Avengers Doomsday will focus on the Avengers, Wakandans, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and original X-Men all fighting Doctor Doom. Filming begins in a few days. Sue Storm is pregnant in the Fantastic Four movie, so maybe the sequel we get Franklin. The new trailer for the Fantastic Four, the CinemaCon, reveals the Fantastic Four having to calm the public of the inbreeding doom that Galactus brings. The first look at Juliet Garner saw herself in the Fantastic Four was shown at CinemaCon. Kevin Feige confirms the full cast of Avengers Doomsday hasn't been revealed yet. Kehu Kwan is attending CinemaCon to talk Zootopia 2. He reveals the film follows Gary the Snake, who causes chaos in Zootopia, and the duo have to chase him down. Nick and Judy are in partner therapy in Zootopia 2. You get first look at Nick and Judy in therapy in Zootopia 2. Juanita Brunson voices their therapist. New logo for Avatar Fire and Ash in theaters December 19. James Cameron says the Ash people are the main adversaries of Avatar Fire and Ash alongside the humans. They are format Na'vi filled with rage. The first footage of Avatar Fire and Ash shown at CinemaCon shows the kids meeting their wine traders who travel through air. They are even attacked by the Ash people who live around volcanoes. First look at Zootopia 2 in theaters November 26. We got Paya Khan will return in Avatar Fire and Ash. And your first trailer for Not Just a Goof, a documentary about the making of a Goofy movie, released on April 7th on Disney+. And today's Robert Downey's 60th birthday, and I think that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it with CinemaCon 2025. I will put all these together and I'll put on SoundJam Live, then later I'll put on the main channel. Guys, so much for our video. I'll see you next one. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing the Sony CinemaCon 2025 presentation breakdown, so let's get into it. Welcome back. Today I'm going through the Sony CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Boy, don't get to subscribe. Click algorithm. So I'm going to go through all the Sony announcements and everything. So let's get into it. So just under 15 minutes until Sony's panel at CinemaCon. Then we have Christopher Miller about news about Spider-Verse. Then we have a new trailer for 28 Years Later was shown at CinemaCon that revealed more intense infection action, plus a church sequence similar to the first film. Cillian Murphy is confirmed to return in the 28 Years Later trilogy. You just have to wait a bit to see him though. Beyond the Spider-Verse is bigger and bold than the previous two, with the entire team working on new animation techniques. Beyond the Spider-Verse will release on June 4th, 2027 in theaters. The first footage from Beyond the Spider-Verse reveals Miles and Gwen reuniting, Miles fighting the Prowler before going on an adventure with him. The animation style had some innovative new techniques too. So we have Caught Stealing. I don't know if this is by Sony. Yeah, this is by Sony. First trailer for Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing reveals Austin Powers looking after an insane mohawk wearing Matt Smith's apartment until a number of crimes from families come looking for Smith's character. Then we have Zach Cregger says his Resident Evil film will focus on central protagonist going on a point A to B journey, slowly falling more into a hellish territory. So I just hope this Resident Evil movie is good. We go first look at Beyond the Spider-Verse. You have Miles, you have a bit of Miles there, and then you have Gwen and Miles, and then you have the Prowler, which yeah, that Prowler that looks really good. Then you have Miles versus the Prowler. Con Gondon's A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey follows Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell as strangers journeying together through a red door that takes them through their memories. We get first footage for I Know What You Did Last Summer reveals Freddy's characters returning in a town hall meeting about another summer serial killer murders. Godzilla -1 director Takashi Yamazaki is moving forward with his first English language film, Grand Gear, at Sony. J.J. Abrams producing the film. Jay Kasdan will return to direct Jumanji 3 in theaters December 11, 2026. Spider-Man 4 is titled Spider-Man Brand New Day in theaters July 31st, 2026. And here's the logo. Yeah, that logo looks good. I can't wait for this movie. And we get all 4 Beatles biopics will release in April 2020 in theaters, the first bingeable theatrical experience. The four Beatles biopics will officially star Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison, all in theaters April 2028. You get the first look at the Beatles cast together. You get the official logos for the MC Spider-Man's Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, Brand New Day. And you get new images from 28 Years Later in theaters June 20th. Tom Holland says Spider-Man Brand New Day is a fresh start. Is exactly that. That's all I can say. I don't think he was there. I think he shared a video in. And so that's pretty much it. I think the next one will be Lionsgate. So guys, I'm going to try a video. That's my next video. Goodbye. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing the Lionsgate CinemaCon 2025 presentation. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the Lionsgate CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before I do, don't forget to subscribe. Notification bells are so today. I already did the Sony one. You can check out my channel. Today I'm doing Lionsgate. So before I do, don't forget to subscribe and notification bells are so let's get into it. The Lionsgate presentation begins soon. You have a picture of that. So you got exclusive footage for Ballerina CinemaCon showing a whole action sequence of Ana de Armas who perfectly embodies the action style of the John Wick films, including a one-take sequence. So yeah, this movie comes out June. I'm looking forward to this movie. And then we have David Johnson says they shot the new Long Walk movie chronologically with some shoot days, including having to walk 10 to 15 miles. An adaptation of Stephen King's The One Walk will release on September 12th in theaters, starring Cooper Hoffman, David Johnson, Ben Wang, Charlie Plummer, Judy Greer, and Mark Hamill. Billy Ray will write the script for the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping movie. He was a writer on the first Hunger Games movie. Luca Guadagnino, Guasso, sorry, I can't if I butchered that name, but composer actively working on the new American Psycho movie. Talks are ongoing with actors for leads, which I think Austin Butler was rumored. This was the biggest one. A John Wick prequel anime series in the works, directed by Shannon Tindall, Kubo and the Two Strings. Keanu's return follows John Wick killing all of his rivals in one night to free himself from the high table. John Wick 5 is officially happening. His story has been decided. John Wick's spin-off of Kane is moving forward with Donnie Yen set to direct and star. The film will be stylistically modeled like Yen's previous action films. The trailer for Good Fortune, shown at CinemaCon, reveals Keanu Reeves has a budget guardian angel who tries to teach, as is Ansari's character, that wealth doesn't fix problems, but it fails. We get a first teaser for the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping in theaters on November 20th, 2026. Now You See Me 3 is titled Now You See Me, Now You Don't in theaters on November 14th. Now You See Me 4 is in the works. The third film releases on November 14th. The first trailer for Now You See Me 3 shown at CinemaCon reveals the OG group disbanded, with J. Daniel Atlas teaming up with newcomers Dominic Sessa and Arena Greenblatt. And then we had the trailer. The trailer for The Housemaid shown at CinemaCon reveals Sony as a live-in home housemaid who is tormented by a couple she works for, played by Amanda Seyfried and Brandon Scleno. So that's pretty much it. That's it with the Lionsgate one. So next one will be the Warner Brothers one. Guys, I want to try to be my next one. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going through the Universal Focus CinemaCon 2025 presentation. So let's get into it. Welcome Welcome back. Today we're talking about the Universal and Focus CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before I do that, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. So let's get into it. So it's Universal presentation. We got new posters for Jurassic World Rebirth on display at CinemaCon. Scott Johansson, Mahershala Ali. Gareth Edwards jokes that he was diagnosed with a condition as a child that he had the can't see what Jurassic Park. I thought there was no hope for a cure until I found an email with a screenplay attached. Then we have Scott Johansson says the aim with Jurassic World Rebirth to bring scares back to the franchise. The new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth shown at CinemaCon revealed a scene from Michael Crichton's Jurassic World novel, where the team attempts to drift through a lagoon in a raft with a T-Rex into. We got a new trailer for The Bad Girls 2 shown at CinemaCon. Shows the bad girls trying to steal a rocket ship while the bad guys attempt to sabotage their plan to maintain their good image. And this one was a surprise. A live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works and has release date in theaters June 11, 2027. So I think this remake, people really like it. And so Him is a new horror movie that follows a college quarterback who gets the chance to train with his idol. His idol takes him into a sinister world to see what he's willing to sacrifice for fame. Produced by Jordan Peele and directed by Justin Tipping. We've got the first logo of How to Train Your Dragon 2 remake. I'm not going to play it, but Noble T2 is a vacation sequel that follows Hutchins' family vacation as Hutch slowly slips back into his old action habits throughout the trip. Wes Anderson's The Phone scheme was the richest man in Europe who's constantly involved in assassination attempts, starring Michael Cera, Benicio del Toro, Mia Therapeuten, Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, Riz Ahmed, Jeffrey Wright, Scott Johansson, and Benedict Cumberbatch. First teaser for Euro's Infamous Bugnoia reveals Emma Stone as a CEO who's kidnapped by a conspiracy theorist played by Jesse Plemons. The first teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at CinemaCon 2 reveals the animatronics out in the real world causing chaos, including killing a teacher in a school. We got the first teaser of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has been released theaters December 5th. This was on the YouTube channel. Got first teaser for Black Phone 2 reveals that the film is set at Winter Camp, with the phone conversations now happening in a telephone box. Ethan Hawke's character also skates across ice to kill in one scene. We got first look at Toy Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. First look at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We got first look at Balloon Boy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Megan 2.0 follows Megan, who was hired by the military to stop another android who's killing all of her creators. She also skydives off a mountain while performing some sort of heist. Steven Spielberg's UFO film is described as a return to form to his iconic sci-fi films with a major twist. Starring Emily Blunt, Wyatt Russell, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, and Josh O'Connell. Ariana and Cynthia Erivo are now on the CinemaCon stage to present Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good says she promises less waterworks on the press tour for Wicked for Good, but Ariana Grande promises she's packed tissues. The first teaser for Wicked for Good is now being shown at CinemaCon. You're the only friend I had, and I have so many friends. Alpha and Glenda in Wicked for Good. First teaser for Wicked for Good at CinemaCon shows Glenda and Alpha reuniting. Alpha starting her campaign to expose the wizard. Snippets of the original story of Wizard was intersecting. The reunion scene of Glenda and Alpha in Wicked for Good. Alpha, I know you're here Just come out before the monkey spots you, says Glenda. This is between us, the wizard and I. Oh, far. No Good Deed and For Good are the songs included in the first Wicked for Good trailer.
That their movie
and that's pretty much it. There's one more I needed to show you. So we got something. Christian Wick has been cast in Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which I think is DreamWorks. And then the 2026 Universal CinemaCon announcement. So we got the Super Mario Bros. Sequel, the third Minions movie in July, and Shrek 5 also releases around Christmas. So that's pretty much it. Then after this, I'll be doing Amazon. Guys, so much for my video. See you next video. Goodbye. Hi guys, today I'm doing Warner Brothers CinemaCon 2025 presentation. So let's get into it. Welcome back. Today we'll talk about the Warner Bros. CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before I do that, don't forget to subscribe and click on bells over. So I already did Sony and Lionsgate, so now we're doing Warner Brothers. And don't forget to subscribe, click on bell. So let's get into it. So we have now I forgot to mention this in the Lionsgate one. We got a new trailer for Hurry Up Tomorrow, starring The Weeknd, Jenna Ortega, and Barry Keoghan in theaters May 16th. I think I saw the trailers when I watched Black Band. It's the second trailer. It was Once Upon a Time. This was announced as the Warner Brothers presentation. The Warner Brothers again. So the Superman cast and James Gunn are in attendance for today's CinemaCon panel. Warner Brothers has wrote CinemaCon of their films include Scorpion and Mortal Kombat 2, saying the phrase gets over here. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride follows an eccentric Bonnie and Clyde type story that starts with Christian Bale as Frankenstein's monster falling over movie stars at a movie theater. First footage from Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride as CinemaCon reveals the bride of Frankenstein's monster's origin and causing chaos in an already monstrous world. The Conjuring Lost Rights follows the final case of the Warrens, making it the final film in the mainline franchise in theaters on September 5th. A clip from Final Destination Bloodlines reveals two characters considering different methods of removing the death occurs from them, including killing babies or eating peanuts with a peanut allergy to flatline. Final Destination Bloodlines will include a sequence where one character dies from being sucked into an MRI machine and crashed into it with a wheelchair. Opera and director Zach Greger, the new horror film Weapons follows a tale where an entire classroom of children disappear one night without a trace, starring Alden Ehrenreich, Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, and Benedict Wong. The first 10 minutes of Joseph Kosinski's F1 was just shown at CinemaCon. Dynamic duo uses purely puppetry animation with beautiful cinematography in the pre-CinemaCon footage shown. We've got new theatrical animated Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes movies are official as of Warner Brothers. A behind-the-scenes sizzle reel for Superman was just shown at CinemaCon. James Gunn says he chose to run Suicide Squad back 2018 instead of Superman as it felt like an easier option. Devin Coranside has praised the tone who've brought Superman adaptations to life in the past, allowing him to ride a path already paved with greatness. James Gunn and Wise Why Crypto and Superman. Oh my god, what if my dog has superpowers? I'll be fucked. Nicholas Holt went asked what other DC characters he would want to play. Why I auditioned for Batman Superman, and I didn't get either of them. We got exclusive CinemaCon footage from Superman shows Krypto Tolkien and Injury Superman. Taking Injury Superman to the Fortress of Solitude where robots then heal him under sun. And also this dropped War of Alchemist Sonic Cosplay 65. I think that from pneumonia. And I need to show the Cat in the Hat, which I'm looking excited for. Because I did not like the Michael Myers one. Where is it? What's the news in the Cat in the Hat? I think I have it. Yeah, here. Bill Hader on stage to showcase the first look at the Cat in the Hat, which will be in theater, I think, March 2026. And then Bill Hader says his daughter told him that Ryan Gosling should have voiced the Cat in the Hat, not him. So that's pretty much it. So guys, thank you for watching our videos. My next video, goodbye. I think after this is Universal. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing the Amazon CinemaCon 2025 presentation. So let's go into Welcome back. Today I'm talking about the Amazon CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before I do, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. So this one might be a short one because it really wasn't that much announced. So yeah, the Amazon MGM panels about to start. So we got a first trailer for Phil Lord and Chris Miller's Project Hail Mary. Shows Ryan Gosling as a biology teacher who must travel through space after the sun begins to erode. Project Hail Mary will include a friendship between Ryan Gosling's character and an ET-type lovable alien named Rocky. The new Thomas Crown Affair movie will release in 2026 in theaters, directed by and starring Michael B. Jordan. The story follows a rich playboy who enjoys stealing art for a hobby but meets his match in an insurance investigator who quickly falls for each other. It's directed by Michael B. Jordan. He also did Creed 3, and Anne Hathaway, Josh Hartnett, and Dakota Johnson all star in an adaptation of Colin Hoover's Verity in theaters May 15, 2026. Luca Guadagnino's After the Hunt follows the fallout of a scandal involving an Ivy League teacher, starring Aya Edebiri, Andrew Garfield, and Julia Roberts. First teaser for Luca Guadagnino's After the Hunt includes Julia Roberts, a teacher who must investigate the fallout of a scandal where Aya Edebiri's character is sexually assaulted by Andrew Garfield's character. And you got Mercy follows Chris Pratt as a man trapped on a chair who must prove to an AI courtroom in 90 minutes that he didn't murder his wife. We got Three Bags for a Sheep detective story follows a flock of sheep who must solve the brutal murder of their shepherd, played by Hugh Jackman, also starring Bryan Cranston, Patrick Stewart, and Emma Thompson. Crime 101 will be a new crime thriller starring Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry, Mark Ruffalo, and Barry Keoghan. The thriller follows dual thieves going around the Pacific coast while a detective zeroes in on the thief looking for a final score in theaters 2026. His God follows twins who go on an odyssey-fueled journey to fulfill the wish made by their dying mother, kill their father. Starring Yara Young and Mallory Johnson as the twins and Cy K. Brown as their evil father. Mahershala Ali will star as an assassin dealing with loneliness in Bazem Tariq's new, innovatively made action film, Your Mother, Your Brother, Your Brother. Amy Pascal and David Heyman are now starting work on the next James Bond movie. Pascal produced the Spider-Man films, and Heyman produced the Harry Potter films. The footage of the live-action Masters of the Universe movie shown at CinemaCon features all of the He-Man characters in their iconic costumes. Though later appeared as Skeletor, although only as a hooded figure with no face. And then we had I Play Rocky is moving forward at Amazon MGM. Was a young Sylvester Stallone and the dramatic journey it took to get Rocky made. We fairly set to direct, which I think is kind of like The Offer. So yeah, this is pretty much the MGM. But sorry, this one is short. Now all we have is Paramount and Disney, which I think they'll be out tomorrow. Guys, so much for videos. My next one, bye. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing the Paramount CinemaCon 2025 presentation, so let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a Paramount CinemaCon 2025 presentation. Before you do, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. So I'm doing the Paramount CinemaCon. I just finished, so this is the Paramount pictures. So first we got the first poster for the Naked Gun reboot starring Liam Neeson in theaters on August 1st. Then we got first trailer. I've reacted it onto my second channel, The Phenomenon. Sam the Phenomenal One. Check out my channel, subscribe, and to it as well. You'll first look at Liam Neeson as the lead in the Naked Gun reboot in theaters on August 1st. So the Paramount CinemaCon is now starting with news better for Aang, The Last Airbender, Mission Possible, The Final Reckoning, and much more. Paramount CEO jokes they're gonna copy Sony's model of 4 Beatles movies by releasing 4 Paw Patrol origin movies, which I don't watch Paw Patrol. I think they're working on the third one. I think the third one's coming out. Yeah, Paramount CEO teases that the discourse around Trey Parker Maston's new musical comedy movie will be extremely loud, produced by Kendrick Lamar. Then we got first trailer for Edgar Wright's Running Man at CinemaCon. Shows Glenn Powell brought onto a game show where he's hunted by assassins. It also reveals Coleman Domingo as the crazy game show host and Michael Cera appearing. We got new Avatar, the animated Avatar Last Airbender movie. It's titled The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, starring Eric Nam, David Bautista, Stephen Yeun in theaters January 20, 2026. Mark Hamill voicing the Flying Dutchman and SpongeBob SquarePants Search for SquarePants. I did such a good job in one episode of season 5 SpongeBob that they finally asked me back if I've done a good job. Every kid in America will hate me soon. Now in this series he was played by I think Brian Doyle Murray, and I think they just wanted a big name, so I think that's when they Mark Hamill. But the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants follows SpongeBob as he sets out to prove his bravery by following the Flying Dutchman into the underworld. SpongeBob was revealed to be a fan of Snoop Dogg's songs in SpongeBob SquarePants Search for SquarePants. First trailer for Roofman follows Channing Tatum as a polite thief who robbed 60 McDonald's and lives in the Toys R Us after escaping from prison. Also starring Kirsten Dunst, Peter Dinklage, and Lakeith Stanfield. Tom Cruise held a moment of silence on the CinemaCon stage to honor the late Val Kilmer and his filmography, including Top Gun. Thank you, Val. I wish you well on your next journey. Tom Cruise raves about his excitement for seeing Joseph Kosinski's F1. Brad Pitt's a good driver. I've raced with him before. We went go-kart racing while filming Interview with the Vampire. We got the new trailer for Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Shows a number of new water-themed stunts from Tom Cruise. Plus, first looks at Nick Offerman and Tremel Tillman in the film. And then we got exclusive behind-the-scene photos for the Surfer, so Nicolas Cage. Which it's not Paramount. I don't know, but. Actually, no, that's not Paramount, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the presentation. Now I will be doing Disney tomorrow. I'll be doing Disney. I might have to do it later because I will be watching Minecraft, so I might do it later in the afternoon. But yeah, we'll go Disney and then we're done. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm watching a video. That's my next video. Bye.